Good morning, you guys. Your boy Ben Bahari here, representing Bahari Nation Sports Podcast. Much love to the entire LDBC and the entire basketball community. If you want more basketball content, tune in to Basketball Conversations every Friday night, 9 p.m. Central Time. This is where we discuss basketball-related topics, news, debates, and everything else in the world of basketball. If you want if you are new to the channel, make sure to hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon to get all the latest notifications when I start dropping videos and live streams. So, this is another version of Morning Historical Perspective, but this one's going to be a little bit different. We're going to talk about a more of a more recent scoring streak that's been going on lately in the NBA, and that is from one of my main men, Damian Lillard. All right, this guy, the things that he's been doing the last two games have been nothing short but unbelievable. All right, and remember the video I put out about when Paul George and Patrick Beverley were basically running, flapping their little gums on the bench. After Damian Lillard missed them free throws. You know what I'm saying? What did he do to respond to that? Let's just say he responded in a big way. 51 points against the 76ers, right? And then after that, he matched his career high of 61 points against the Dallas Mavericks. All right. He became the 12th player in NBA history to produce back-to-back 50-point games on that Tuesday. Okay. And he pretty much went out there to prove a point. All right. He proved a point based on how the media had been trying to bombard him, and secondly, how Paul George and Patrick Beverley woke up the sleeping giant, and now he's been out there just tearing up the scoring column. All right, because of the Trailblazers fight for the eighth seed in the playoff spot right now. At this point, they're now into the number 8 spot. Okay, now here are some three different stats that you have to consider that how unbelievably dominant Damian Lillard is. All right, over the past two games. All right, combining to score 112 points. He has shot 55% from the field, and his teammates have shot 43%. All right, and Lillard leads the NBA in terms of minutes this season. He's played at least 37.3 minutes per game and finished in the top 10 in that category since 2016. And his last game, he never seems to tire. He's just like he's on another level when he's out on the court. He basically dropped 22 points in that fourth quarter against the Mavericks, and then 17 in the fourth against the Philadelphia 76ers. All right, and with matching his career high of 61, he's now averaging 37 points per game in the 7 games that the NBA has played during the entire condensed season. Okay, with that performance itself, on that Tuesday, he's now tied his 11th 50-point game of his career, which moves him ahead of Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and tied him for eighth all-time with Allen Iverson. All right, think about that for a second, guys. All right, he's now joined in a league category. He's now joined Wilt Chamberlain as the only three players in NBA history with three 60-point games in one season. All right, this guy has been on a scoring tear. All right, he is probably in contention for the scoring title. All right, now put this in this proper perspective. He is playing in a small market in Portland. All right, where unfortunately they don't get much media attention as much as they should, and he is putting up these kind of stats. All right, don't forget. Remember earlier in the season. All right, this is way before the season was shut down due to the pandemic. Okay, he was on a 6 game scoring spree. All right, he was on a six game scoring spree where he was averaging 48.8 points per game, which also includes the 48-point game on Kobe Bryant night. Remember that game in the Staples Center? This was days after Kobe Bryant's death, right? He went into Staples Center and dropped 48 points on the Lakers' head. Why is that so significant? Because right now, if the postseason started today, I believe that the Blazers would match up against the Los Angeles Lakers. All right. That is going to generate a lot of buzz, particularly for a first round series. Okay. Because you have the matchup of you have the guard matchup of CJ McCollum and Damian Lillard, who's been playing out of his mind. Plus, you have you got Nurkic coming back from injury. You still got Hassan Whiteside in the mix. Okay. And then also you have to consider the fact of the Carmelo Anthony factor. Now, Carmelo Anthony has been playing very, very good basketball. over the last few games as well. All right, and he's providing clutch plays, good consistent scoring, and he's showing people that he still has some more left in the tank than people tend to realize, aka Mr. Max Kellerman. All right, why is this? Why is this so significant? Okay, because if the two teams do meet in the first round, it's going to be a very tight series. Now I said on Ticket TV's live stream a couple of days ago that I still had the Lakers winning the series in 6 games, but but don't be surprised if the Blazers steal a couple of games or this pushes down to at least a couple, at least down to elimination game. Because considering the fact that the matchups and the style that both these teams play, and considering the fact that the Lakers are due to blow a couple of games in a first round series, which they cannot afford to do, don't be surprised if the Blazers come into that short condensed playoff format and upset the Lakers. All right, I'm not saying they won't, but don't be surprised if that's possible. All right. Now, normally in the playoffs, the defenses are much better, and teams are going to scout you and try to take away what your best move is at. Now, the one thing that I saw in that Dallas Mavericks game is that anytime when the Blazers use pick and pop, all right, the Mavs big man, specifically Kristaps Porzingis, they did not come out and contest Damian Lillard's jump shots. Anytime when they use screen and roll or use isolation, they double team late, and by the time they were ready to double team, Lillard's already ready to score. All right, so the Lakers are smart enough to know you got to deny him those shots on the floor. If they use pick and roll, make sure the big guy comes out and shows. All right. If you don't want to switch, you got to communicate and do not switch because you got to take your chances on him putting a better defender against Damian Lillard. Okay. But the point is this, though, guys. The point is this: Damian Lillard has been playing unbelievable basketball. Unbelievable. Is he in the MVP conversation? He should be, but I don't think he will be. All right. But he definitely he's gonna get some MVP votes out of this. I think he'll probably be making second team All NBA from my perspective too. Um, but the thing that I'm really loving what I'm seeing is that he is coming out there with a purpose to basically shun all those people that have basically been questioning him. This is the kind of guy that looks for little things to motivate himself. All right, and when he when he was coming down to the closing seconds of that victory against the Mavericks, he pretty much captured on TNT cameras, and he pretty much told the sideline, "Put some respect on my bleeping name." All right, after he just knocked down a D3 that had one of the luckiest bounces you'll ever see. You understand what I'm saying? And all this time, Damian Lillard has just been playing at a level where no one else is matching it at this point. And the way that he's been able to move effectively on the basketball court is just it's a testament to how really brilliantly dominant he's been, you guys. I mean, I can't. There's no other words to describe to you how he's been pretty much playing on a tear. And you can thank Patrick Beverley and Paul George for pretty much woken up the sleeping giant. And right now, they are in the A spot right now with Memphis losing and with San Antonio losing some ground in that playoff position. Okay, and the best part was the best part was that he was basically spent the following day arguing with the number one reporting troll, Mr. Skip Bayless, and basically tore it up. Okay, I mean this guy. I mean he's doing things that, that leave you just like in amazement. All right. What I really respect about Lillard was that his loyalty to the Portland Trailblazers and his ability to just basically be the man on that team. It just leaves you to believe that this guy wants to stay there for the long majority of his career. All right. Normally at this era, you see a lot of these stars like him ready to plan their departure, ready to move on somewhere else to get either more money or seek to join up with another star-loaded team to win a championship. Not him. Not him. All right. And his play is a testament to that. All right. So right now, at this point, right now, Blazers are in the final seeding game. They're here tonight against the Brooklyn Nets, who are basically locked as a seventh seed in the Eastern Conference. Okay, if they go on to win that game, they will basically, I will say, they will clinch their eighth seeded spot, meaning they only have to win one game in and during the weekend play-in series to set up a playoff first round series against the LA Lakers. And even if they lose against the Nets, this would have to take a catastrophic collapse not to earn a spot in that play-in tournament. All right, and you gotta like the Blazers' chances in that scenario right now. And if they do face the Lakers in the first round, guys, you got Nurkic coming back. You're gonna get Zach Collins coming back. All right, you're still gonna have Hassan Whiteside in the mix. All right, they're pretty much the team at this point right now that nobody wants to face in that postseason. And I'm telling you something right now: if the Lakers take this Blazers team very, very lightly, I promise you, just like I said about the Clippers last week, if they take the Blazers team very, very lightly, I'm telling you, they might lose. I'm just saying to you guys, they might lose. All right. But congratulations to Damian Lillard. Keep doing your thing, brother, and do you, man, and keep on shutting down all of your critics, man. Because the way you've been scoring, bro, man, you're just playing at a different level that no one's been able to achieve at this point right now. Only a few players could do that, and Damian Lillard is showing you that he is pretty much a guy that is pretty much a scoring machine. All right. If the Blazers play to what they're capable of in the postseason, they might make a run, guys. And in this weird playoff format that they're playing right now in this condensed season, I'm telling you, I am telling you guys right now, the Blazers, if they could get it together, they might be in for a shocking postseason run. I'm just letting y'all know. Don't don't sell the Blazers short. I'm just letting y'all know off the rip. But tell me what you guys think in the comment section.